9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, we're rolling. It's HomeSpun Sports. I am the coach, John Montgomery. Way up in H-Town, Houston, Texas. My ride or die, last pin to share my baby boy. What's up, Slim? We're up there in
Going on,
Oklahoma
Coach?
City, man. What up, Ken folk? You
Going on?
ready to go? You ready to
All
go?
right, always, Coach.
I'm ready to
Always.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. My friend from way back in the day, 1996. I go back with this brother. He is the second longest tenured head football coach in the National Football League. A first-class man, to be sure. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the head football coach of the Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh.
Hey, John, great to be with you, man. It's awesome being with you and Slim. Love you guys. We do go way back.
We do.
96, University of Cincinnati, driving to work every day, every day.
Man, what an experience that was, John. You know, man, there are people who know about you that you have no idea of, man, because you spot on, my brother. 1996, I fly in to interview for the wide receiver job. I had never been to Cincinnati, knew nothing about the Natty nor the Bearcats. And you picked me up at the airport and gave me and then after I got the job, John, you gave me a ride to work until I got my dealer car.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'll never forget that, John, man.
Yeah. We had a lot of great talks, a lot of ball talks, life talks, faith talks.
Man, John, yeah, man. Sometimes we talk X's and O's. Sometimes we talk family. Sometimes we had prayer meeting. Yeah, no question.
Right. We needed prayer meetings. You know, we needed it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we showed up there. Yeah, all day.
Coach,
So, go ahead,
you want
Milton.
to start? You want to start, Coach?
Go ahead.
All right, Coach. What's one thing that a fan would not know about Lamar Jackson?
Wow, Lamar, you know, he's just a real special guy. I mean, you know, I guess it's like anybody. You see what you see, and I think everybody sees the personality, the talent, of course, the competitiveness of Lamar. That competitiveness is certainly there every day, but probably what they don't see, and maybe they do, but the good-natured kind of way he is around the guys. He's a very humble guy. He's a very normal, easygoing guy. He loves playing around with the guys. He loves playing around in the locker room. We got different kind of games in the locker room. He's always competing, playing around, having fun. He talking with the guys back and forth. Very playful. I think that's part of his. Everybody loves him. I mean, all the players just love him as a person. That kind of a guy.
John, you won one at the Harbaugh Bowl in New Orleans. The lights went out.
Harbaugh.
You hung in there and won that one when your brother was head coach of the 49ers, and you got that first Lombardi trophy under your leadership with the Ravens. But my brother, you have the opportunity this year, because I know you're going all the way. We're going to win it. We're going to win it. And in fact, man, I'm going to keep it real. I always wear this is my HomeSpun Sports hat, but ain't no shame in my game, bro. So,
all right.
Let's go,
I love
Baltimore. Let's go.
Yeah. So I know we're going all the way, but when you win it, and I'm going to put it in the atmosphere that you're going to win it all, that you're talking Vince Lombardi, Tom Landry, Joe Gibbs, Bill Walsh, Andy Reid, you're an Andy Reid disciple, Tom Flores, Jimmy Johnson, George Seifert, Mike Shanahan, Tom Coughlin, Bill Parcells. I'm talking about multiple Super Bowl wins, and you about to enter in that category, and that's first ballot gold jacket.
It's all company right there, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got to do it. You know, we got thing I feel good about is the fact that we got a bunch of guys, and you build it over time that understand, you know, what is important. And I think when you watch the Ravens play, or you hear about them, or you see the course of the season over time, you can't help but understand what we're about. You know, what we stand for. You want to have an identity. You want to have a personality, and it goes beyond X's and O's. I mean, we build the X's and O's a lot of times around the players. That's what good coaches do, I believe. You build it around your players' strengths, what they do well. And you bring out the best in your player. You're not trying to fit players into a particular one scheme system. We've always tried to do that all the way back to when we were together. We've always believed in that. And I love our players, and I love how hard they work. I don't think any team in the league, I know no team in the league works harder than the Ravens and the Ravens players do. So they should go into these contests with a lot of confidence and belief in themselves. You reap what you sow, and our guys sow very diligently, day in and day out. So because of that, they have a chance. They always have an opportunity. Every year we have an opportunity. Every year we've been strong, beginning to end. It's a tough league. I mean, it's competitive, Coach. It's the best of the best competing, and you get into those last final moments, and you got to hopefully find a way. The ball bounces, make a couple plays here and there, and you can finish it. And some of the things that some of these teams that we've been going against the last couple of years. I mean, gosh, they've been really good, and we've had some tough competition. You got on our side, you got Kansas City, you've got Buffalo, you got Pittsburgh, you got Cincinnati, you got the Chargers. I mean, there's
I
so
knew you were
many.
gonna say them. I knew you were gonna
Yeah,
say
I mean,
them.
yeah, old school. But so it's challenging. But I feel like this is their year. But we got to get there first, man. We got a game tonight against the Cowboys. We got to take care of becoming the team that we're going to become one day at a time, and that's focusing on tonight.
Okay. So I remember in the last time you came on our show, you said we talk to our players. You said, John, I talk to my players every day. We talk. There's a work ethic, and you just spoke to it. There's an intensity level that the Ravens play at. Okay, that it's noticed. It's that when you see it, what's the secret to that? How did you establish that work ethic, that commitment to play lights out every snap? I mean, when you look at it, at the Ray Lewises and the Ed Reeds and Ronnie Stanley, your left tackle, that commitment to play hard. What's the secret? How'd you capture that?
That's a great question, and that's a hard to define thing, but you know it when you see it, and you see it, and everybody that watches football sees it, and it's something that means a lot because it's the identity. It's who the Ravens are, and it's not something that you build overnight. And they say Rome wasn't built in a day, and the way our team plays was not built in a day. It's built over many years, many players, many generations, setting a standard of excellence. A day-to-day kind of a thing. It's like Michael Phelps talked to the team the other day, and he talked about that. He talked about the 1/100th of a second, all right, and what it takes to gain 1/100th of a second, the work that goes into it, the diligence, the confidence that goes with knowing that you've outworked your opponent, that there's nobody who's done more than you, worked harder, been more diligent, been more intentional about what you're trying to accomplish. It's one thing to go out and practice. It's another thing to go out and practice in an intentional way, with intentionality about what you're trying to accomplish. That's going to transfer to a game setting, or even to the biggest moments in your sport. So I feel like our guys have done that over time. But play like a Raven has meaning. It has meaning now because of all the guys that came before, Coach, that established what that meaning was. And I think our guys understand that, and they feel an obligation to live up to that.
Okay. Because it's evident when you watch the Ravens play, the level of intensity. But when you walk in that building, John, I mean, dadgum, man, Ozzie Newsome, a Hall of Famer on the field for his playing in his own right. But can you go in twice? Because he ought to be a Hall of Famer for what he's done as an administrator. Your first the GM that, gosh, I mean, we're talking football people, and that's a match made in heaven with you and Ozzie, because you're a football man, first and foremost. But Ozzie Newsome walks in the building, he got the first two picks in the draft, and he takes Jonathan Ogden and then come back and take Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
I mean, you're right. He should be in the Hall of Fame twice because he's earned it twice, and he's still with us. Ozzie's with us every day. He's not the GM anymore. He's the vice president, personnel, and he works closely with Eric, and the three of us work together. And Steve Bisciotti, our owner, He's right in the middle of it. He's working every day, and we do. It's about football. You got a football man. When Steve took over, he had Ozzie. You know, Ozzie is a football man. I mean, Ozzie, University of Alabama. Go back to Bear Bryant. We've had so many conversations about what's important. You know, Ozzie learned, and Ozzie's whole foundation is Bear Bryant, and you know what that means. So that's football. That's old school football. That's fundamentals. That's the type of thing that wins and loses, and we've always tried to make it about that. That's the way I was raised with my dad. It's about, and Eric DeCosta is the exact same way. It's about, we make it about football. And I've had guys, even players right now, a couple new guys came in, you know, how do you like it? Oh man, I love it. What do you love about it? He goes, it's about football here. It's
All
about
about
football.
football.
It's not about that.
All about football.
It's all about football.
All about football. All about football. No question. Your staff, John, then you got 3 guys on your staff that George Warhop, your O-line coach, and I have picked George Warhop's brain on pass protections and run blocking schemes for over 30 years when I was a coach. And I just think he's top shelf. And please give him a hello from me, my warmest of hellos. Your quarterback coach. See, he's T. Martin in the press guide and at the website, but he's Tamaris Nigel Martin to me, because I've known that guy since he was in the 10th grade, T. Martin. And the number one way you win in football affect the quarterback. And you went out and hired Chucky Smith to teach you edge rushes. Come on, man.
Well, you know it. I mean, you should. All 3 of those guys should be on your show. I mean, they're all great coaches, even
Help us
better
get them,
people.
Coach.
They're fun. Yeah, you've had them. You gonna get them?
Well, you gonna help us?
I got.
Oh,
I
got you back. Absolutely, I got you back. They're on.
Thank
You
you,
got
Coach.
them. They, yeah, George. I've known George since he played. When he was coaching with Mike Godfrey at Kansas, and nothing but respect for him all these years. Great coach. Stepped into a tough situation last year when we lost Joe Delisandris, and just handled it with grace and aplomb, and just a fantastic, phenomenal person and coach, and it's amazing. I mean, every time I see him, man, I'm grateful for him. And T's a rising star. You know, you've known T a long time. He's a great coach, great dude. Does a great job with Lamar. You know, it's unique. It's unique what he's built with Lamar. And then of course Chuck Smith, man, his energy and his knowledge of pass rush.
You say Chucky Smith, you say energy.
What's that?
I said, when you say Chucky Smith, you say energy.
Energy. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's driving everybody crazy out there about pass rush. You know, I mean, and that's the great thing about it, because that's what pass rush is, right? I mean, it's technique and it's energy. That's what it is, especially in the fourth quarter when you need that sack the most. You know, that's when that energy has got to burn bright, and that's when you can overwhelm people if you have it. But you got to work hard. You got to be in shape. Chuck brings that every day.
You know, you guys, the Ravens organization does such a hell of a job at scouting on a national level, evaluating players. You took the big tackle from Alabama A&M in the 5th round, the kid Carson Vincent. Yeah. The one thing, and I got this from Bill Callahan, that you like in a prospect is real estate. He said, John, give me length. That kid's 6'6", barefoot. Is that not right, John?
That's right. Well, that's what George said. You know, I mean, you watch the tape and it's a little up and down, but you see the talent, and George got to know him. He said he's very determined. He's very raw, if you want to put it that way. He's got a lot to learn. Young to the game, but long, strong, can bend, athletic.
He can bend,
and he's tough. So he's going to be a good one, no question.
That's 2 things you like. Now, the kid can bend. If he can bend and he's tough, you got a chance. Right. John, man, listen, bro. Thank you so very much. Man, thank you so very much. I appreciate you taking out your time. Man, I'm going to be in front of the tube tonight and watch the game against you and the Cowboys. But, man, I'm believing to see you, Harbs, man, in Levi Stadium first Sunday in February.
Yeah, let's meet there, all 3 of us. It's Slim's great being with you too, John Mott. You know, I love you guys. And, we'll get those 3 guys on next. That'd be awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was
Give my best to
Coach.
T,
That's
man.
love.
All the guys.
That's
Hard,
love, Coach.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Much love, brother.
Thank
See
you
you
so
guys.
much,
Much
Coach.
love.
Thank you so
Appreciate you,
much.
Hard. Take care, bro. Thanks. Wow.
Yeah, man, we pulling about back to back, Coach. We pulling about back to back, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. John Harbaugh, my brother, we do appreciate it. Hey, Slim, man, dude, training camp going on, man.
Dude,
25 days these dudes been in camp. What's your take,
wow,
man? Hey,
wow.
Slim, 19 days, Slim, until
Until the first
until
official game, Coach. To
yeah.
the first official game when Philly hosts the Cowboys at 7:20. You know, Coach, that's also going to be a little significant too, because who else we
Pop my
celebrating
collar.
on that day?
I'm popping my collar. I'm popping my collar. That's my birthday. Yeah, that's my birthday. That's my birthday. All right. Cards, letters, presents,
All
ninefold.
that,
That's me. Popping my
all that,
collar. Yeah, that's
all
my
that,
birthday. Okay.
all that. All right. So, Coach, were you surprised by Shedeur Sanders?
No, I was not, Slim. We know the deal. Shadir Sanders was never no fifth round draft pick.
Right.
So it was a message clearly sent to his father by the owners that you ain't gonna be able to do what Jack Elway did with his son John, and you ain't gonna be able to do what Archie Manning did with his son Eli and Peyton. Jack Elway told pro football, and more specifically, the Baltimore Colts, don't draft my son. My son is a hell of a baseball player. Talking about John Elway at Stanford, he was a hell of a baseball player. And Jack Elway said, I'm personal friends with George Steinbrenner. He'll go play for the Yankees before he play for them sorry ass Colts. Don't draft my son. And then Archie had a little something to say about Peyton, but even more, he was involved in it in Eli when he told, I think it was the Chargers, don't draft my child. I'm telling y'all now, he ain't going. Okay. And
Right.
so, Dion, Coach Prime, was profound. Early, he said, I'm gonna have some I'm gonna have some input in the draft process with my son. And but he was never no damn fifth round pick. The
Come
number
on, Coach.
one,
You can tell by the stats. Now you can tell by the stats. 14 to 23, 138 yards, 202 touchdowns, no picks.
and that was
Got a
and that was
QBR of
just.
106.2. Come on now.
But let's go back even before that, Slim. The number one way you evaluate a quarterback, if he can to see if he can play at a high level in the National Football League, is accuracy. Shadir Sanders, 74.7% accurate as a quarterback. And Mildred, running for his life. The boy
On
was
the
sacked
move, Coach.
94 times. He
On the
was sacked.
move.
He was sacked 94 times. Running for his life, he led the NFL in accuracy. So no, I wasn't surprised. Boy wasn't never no fifth round pick. Hell no. Yeah.
Man.
But speaking
You
of
know what?
rookies, Slim,
Yep.
speaking of
Yep.
rookies, man, if you had this thing, three rookies that gonna impact this season, gonna have an impact on their team this season. Three rookies. What do you say? What do you say?
I got Travion Henderson with the Patriots, the running back out of
Mm,
Ohio State.
okay.
Ashton
Okay.
Genty with the Raiders out of Boise State, and
Okay.
Omarion Hampton with the Chargers out
Why
of
you like
North
that boy?
Carolina.
Why you like that boy Travion Henderson so?
Coach Travion Henderson, I think he provides a home run speed factor. You know, they already got Ramondre Stevenson, you
All
know,
right.
the big bruiser, the big powerful running back. I think
Okay.
Travion Henderson adds a slight change of pace. Quite
Okay.
literally, he's a lot more
Okay.
faster. He's
Okay.
a smoother receiver, acceleration and burst, and he's got
Mhm.
patience and vision.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I think Travion Henderson joining the Pats is one of the quiet, sneaky moves that could reshape New England's offense under Mike Vrabel and and Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's back with Josh McDaniel. Okay, and you know, I think you're spot on correct with that, Slim, because this Travion Henderson is a running back tailor made for zone blocking.
Mhm.
It's zone blocking. With zone blocking, as you press that running back presses the line of scrimmage, it's a slow two and a
And a fast through.
fast through. There you
Yep.
go, and that's Travion Henderson right there. So then you said Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina.
From North Carolina, yes, sir. That big, powerful running back with speed. You know, he fits Greg Roman's system perfectly. All right, he has lower power ball control. He's exactly the type of style that Roman loves. Think Frank Gore back when he ran for the 49ers, or Mark Ingram for the Ravens. Shout out to the
Okay.
Ravens again. He coached both of them running backs, coach. I think he's
Okay.
going to be the. I think Marion Hampton is going to be the exact same fit.
And who's the other rookie?
Ashton Genty, the best overall running back last year coming out of college football. He was
Okay.
number one in FBS in rushing yards after contact with 1970. First in missed forced tackles with 164, and
Mhm.
first in 100+ rushing yard games with 14.
Okay. Okay. You know what? And he ought to be, because the Raiders took him with the 5th pick in the first round. That's
Mhm.
very high to take a running back. That's real high to take a running back. But I had a guy, and I won't call his name, but he's the director of scouting for a team in the NFL. And he told me of all the running backs, I'm talking about the one that can go coast to coast.
Mhm.
Okay. Top end speed. I mean, when this guy breaks, cue up the fight song, because he about to put that bad boy in the end zone from any spot on the field. Okay.
Mhm.
Was Ashton Genty. And Ashton Genty was the guy that if you coming out on the 20-yard line, Ashton Genty make a move, break a tackle, cue up the fight song, he can go 80 yards. And
Six.
that's a short list, Mildred. That's a short list that can do that. Yeah, yeah.
Coach, he's used to doing it. He's the best back with 20+ carries a season since he's been at Boise State.
Okay. Well, all right then. Well, I'm gonna file them. I think okay, that's pretty good. I give you my 3.
Who you got, Coach? I love to hear it.
I got the in this instance, you had all running backs. I'm
I
old
got all
O-line.
backs, Coach.
I'm an old O-line coach. I got 3 O-linemen.
We
I'm
done
gonna be
talked about
very
it in our meetings before, Coach. If
I
you can
like
block him, you can beat him.
I I like Tyler Booker, the guard from
From
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah.
Went to Dallas. And here's why. Zach Martin, uh, former first round draft pick out of Notre Dame, who was the benchmark, the standard of excellence, for if there was a standard of excellence with the Cowboy offensive line. But he was a rock, perennial Pro Bowler, first ballot Hall of Famer, Zach Martin. He's
Mhm.
gone. He's gone. Tyler Booker, day one plug-in starter. He was the best guard in the draft, big time player. So I like him. I think he's gonna make an impact. The other one I like Will Campbell. You had the running back Travion
And
Henderson. He went
yep.
in the second round. New England took him in the second round, but in that first round, they took Will Campbell from LSU.
LSU. Mhm.
People said he had short arms. People said he had short arms, but I tell you what, he got very good feet. He's tough as a $2 steak. He's physical. And I think that he will be a perfect complement to Drake May, protecting his blind side. And I'm watching Mike Vrabel build that roster and getting New England back up to snuff in that AFC Eastern Division. And then the last guy that I think gonna make an impact on his team is Josh Simmons, that tackle from Ohio
Well,
State
Ohio State, yeah.
that
With
Kansas City
speed,
took
with
in the
speed.
first round. That
Yep.
I tell you something, Slim. This was a record year for offensive tackles. There were 8 offensive tackles winning the first round in last year's NFL, in the 2024 NFL draft.
Sure
That
was.
has not, Mildred, that had not been done since 2008. Okay,
Hmm.
the most since 2008. And Josh Simmons, now make no mistake about it, he don't tear that patella tendon in his knee. He would have been the first tackle to go in the draft, because he's a rolling ball of butcher knives. This guy's 6'5", 310 pounds, got feet like Michael Jackson, and he'll punch you in the lips. He's physical, and Kansas City he's starting right now. You check the depth chart, he's starting right now. But Kansas City the Chiefs need him to play and play well right now, okay? Because they got rid of Joe Tooney now. When they went to the Super Bowl, you saw the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes running like a chicken with his head cut off. They got
Oh,
to
he
do
can
something with that
handle
offensive line. No
no
question.
space.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
So, all right, Coach, let's break down these divisions. Let's start with the NFC first.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, all right. NFC North.
NFC North. So we talking Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who the best team in that division, son?
I will say the Lions. I'm gonna say the Lions. I'm
Okay.
gonna say the Lions. Dan Campbell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and that perfect tandem duo that they got in the backfield with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Shout out to Kinfolk.
Okay. All right.
And of course, Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge.
And Aiden Hudson coming off the edge. Penei Sewell. If Penei Sewell isn't the best right tackle, it's either Lane Johnson at Philadelphia. So yeah, that's a very good offensive line. I get it. And he lost both of his coordinators now. Dan Campbell lost both of his coordinators. Okay, Ben Johnson went to Chicago, took the head job in Chicago. Aaron Glenn took the head job at the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I think Detroit is the second best team in that division. I like Green Bay. Matt
Love for love.
LaFleur.
Love
I
for
like
love.
Matt LaFleur, and I think Jordan Love is coming on like gangbusters. I'm gonna tell you something now. Watch this boy Golden, Matthew Golden, the wideout that Green Bay took in the first round, the wideout from Texas.
Yep.
He's gonna bring a dimension to them. If Christian Watson can stay healthy, that's two rockets to take the top off the coverage. And I like Green Bay. Big thing before we move on. Big thing I want to see in that in the North, in the NFC, is how soon Ben Johnson can make Caleb Williams into the player that I believe he is. Caleb Williams can play.
Yeah, coach, you can play.
Caleb Williams can play. Go all the way back now to the Cotton Bowl and Lincoln Riley getting drilled. He going nowhere with Shane Rattler, and he snatched that boy off the bench fresh out of Gonzaga High School. He went in there and brought them back over Texas, 18-point down, and he brought them back to rally Oklahoma to win in the. He's a freshman, so we'll see. Let's go. Let's talk about that NFC South. Slim, what's your take?
Tampa Bay, coach, all day, coach.
Tampa Bay.
Baker Mayfield, and arguably the best wide receiver room in the National Football League, coach.
I think you're right about that. You know, Slim, that wide
receiver,
that wide receiver that they took from Ohio State, Ibuka.
Yeah, Ibuka. Yep.
Yes, sir. He's the real deal. He's the number 2. He's a slot. You got to put him inside. Yep. But Slim,
But that's why they got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, coach.
There you go. There you go. And they got Christian Wirfs at the left tackle. And the one thing that you can count on with Tampa Bay, and I know this firsthand, 1997, I'm the offensive coordinator, Morehouse College. Todd Bowles, you were 1 year old. You barely learned to talk. You called him Tabo.
Yep.
Todd Bowles going to coach him up on defense, and he's got the ideal quarterback to do what he wants to do. Todd's way of thinking is, give me a quarterback that just won't get me beat. Okay?
Yep. And that's Baker Mayfield.
And that's Baker Mayfield. You can win with Baker Mayfield because he ain't going to get his team beat. So, yeah, I think so. Now, the other thing I will see in that South of the NFC, how quick Raheem Morris gets those 2 first-round picks, the edge rusher from Georgia and Traylon Green, the edge rusher from Georgia that they took, and then they come back and take Pierce from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, because make no question
James
about
Pierce,
it.
Yeah, and Jalon Walker, coach.
Jalen Walker, yeah. Because make no question about it. On offense, Atlanta going to be explosive. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Michael Penix at quarterback. Drake London at wideout. Atlanta ought to be able to light the clock up on offense. Can they stop somebody? What about the West, Slim? What about the NFC?
Coach, I think I'm going to say the Niners. Me personally, I'm going to say the 49ers. I'll be interested to hear you, hear what you have.
You got the 49ers winning the West.
49ers, coach.
Boy, you crazy to riding the 10 shit out. Are you kidding?
What makes me crazy? What makes me Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, George Kittle. Why am I crazy? Mekhi Williams, Nick Bosa. Why am I crazy? Fred Warner.
Okay.
Why am I crazy?
Okay. Well, okay. All right then. Well, I'm glad we're chopping it up like that. I didn't know you felt that strongly about them. I quite frankly think that they could be either. I got them last or Seattle last because I got LA. If
Disrespectful.
Matthew Stafford's back, he ain't been on the practice field. He ain't been on the practice field yet.
Yet,
And we just said they've been
yet,
in
coach.
camp now 25 days.
25 days, coach.
I know it, but with it, they got Javon Curse coming off the edge, and he big time player in Atlanta. Sean McVay, great offensive mind, and I still believe Matt Stafford got us something left in the tank. I like the Rams, and I think I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching Kyler Murray and that combination, Kyler Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that could, if the Cardinals play good defense, look out for the Cardinals to be the second best team. I'm surprised they did 49. Okay, all right.
I was getting ready to compliment you on the LA Rams pick, coach, because Puka Nacua can go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he
He can
can. And
flat
and
get it.
and now they brought in Devontae Adams.
Can flat get it.
And now they brought in Devontae Adams. So now they got a hell of 1-2 punch. All right, Slim, what about
Last but
that
not least,
East?
that East, man, that East on the East side, Philly all day, coach. But I tell you what, though, them Commanders are not too far behind.
I think you're spot on correct with that. They got a lot more than they had even bargained for with Jaden Daniels. I
Whole
mean,
lot.
I don't think that they took him with the second pick, but he was a first rounder early, but he exceeded expectations. They went out in free agency and brought in Larry Tunsil, got him from Houston to play that left tackle spot. I think the Commanders are right there, close enough to challenge, but Slim, I'm telling you, bro, if
Pay 'em.
Philly offensive line, the two best tackles as a unit, Mulata at the left, Lane Johnson at the right, they're solid down the middle at the guards and centers. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and the thing about Philly, that defense. Oh
That D
man,
line,
man, man, the two inside guys from Georgia, Jalen Carter and the big guy,
Jordan Davis.
uh, what now?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, man, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. What really unique about Philly that I like, that boy Cooper DeJean.
And
Slim, Slim.
who said white boys can't play corner, man?
That
Who said white boys can't play corner, man?
who said, let
Who
me tell
said
you
it?
something. Hey,
They didn't tell
hey,
Cooper DeJean that.
hey, Cooper DeJean, they put him in at nickel, but Cooper DeJean, you said it, Mildred. The last white boy played corner in the NFL, Jason Sehorn. New York Giants, USC Trojan, Jason Sehorn. And let me tell you something, Cooper DeJean he'll knock living hell out of you. He nailed King Henry, dropped him like a sack of
Man, King
potatoes
Henry,
in the open field. I
put him
mean,
down, coach.
so I'm just telling you, had a pick six in the Super Bowl, picked off Mahomes, ran it back to the house. I'm telling you. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
coach.
think
Let me go
Philly.
back on the Let me go back on the Washington Commanders for a little bit. Could be a whole lot better if they gave Terry McLaurin his money.
And
Pay the
that's
man.
gonna happen.
Pay the man.
Slim, rest assured that's gonna happen, and here's why.
Pay
Just
the man.
understand,
Yeah.
Slim, just understand, and we talked about it. Jaden Daniels exceeded all expectations. Jaden Daniels ain't the same without Terry McLaurin.
Even when they add Debo Samuel.
Terry McLaurin takes the top off the coverage. You have nobody to take the top. You brought in Debo Samuels. He speed sweeps and intermediate throws, run after catch. I get it. The guy who takes the top off the coverage, Terry McLaurin. Pay the man his money. He gonna get his money. He gonna. And so, is it halftime?
I think they'll be halftime, coach.
It's halftime. So as the teams go up the hills to the locker room for refreshments and information, it's halftime. And with that, it's a special edition that we have here at HomeSpun Sports. It's time now for Slim by the Numbers.
Man, this is the 106th season of the National Football League. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, NFL. Here's some interesting factoids, some little numbers that I'm going to add to Slim by the numbers, all right? Welcome back, Pete Carroll. 73 years old after a 2-year hiatus. He is now the head football coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, and he is at his 4th head coaching job. Not to say what he didn't do in his 8 years while he was in Southern Cal when he won 2 national championships in 2003 and 2004. Jerry Jones, 82 years old, with a net worth of $16.2 billion. And yet, the Cowboys have not been to the NFC Championship game since they won it back in 1995 when they beat the Green Bay Packers 38-27. And speaking of the NFC Championship game, it's been 21 years since a team won it consecutively. And that was when Andy Reid did it with Philly back in 01 through 04, that great 4-year stretch. There's 32 teams in the National Football League, and 4 of them have never been to the Super Bowl dance. That's Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, the Houston Texans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That said, New England has the most with 6, but they are tied with the Denver Broncos for the most losses with 5. At this point, I think it's pretty clear that the road to the Super Bowl, at least in the AFC, runs straight through Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes is going into year 8 of his career as a starter. He's 5-2 when it comes to the AFC Championship game that he's been in every single year he started in the National Football League. My homeboy, that's trademark, y'all can't call him that, has been in 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. And if I was a bet man, I'd say the Bills are going to lose again to Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. And this year, because people lie, numbers don't. Josh Allen is 0-4 when it comes to Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. And I have zero confidence in the Bills and Josh Allen when it comes to reaching the Super Bowl. And finally, a very happy heavenly birthday to the late, great Frank Gifford, college and professional football Hall of Fame, who would have been 94 years of age. Frank Griffin was one of the original hosts of Monday Night Football since its inception in 1970. I'm talking about a span of 56 seasons and over 700 episodes or 700 games played. Big shout out to my brother, man. Trey, happy birthday, dog. And that was Slim by the numbers.
Hey, my brother, you nailed that. Pop your
Yeah, that was good right there,
Go
Coach.
ahead, dude.
That was good right there.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good
feeling
right
Slim
there,
by the numbers.
Yeah, that's way to put in the work, bro. Yeah, no question. No question. All right, Slim. Let's do this AFC right quick.
AFC, come on with it. Come on with it, Coach. Let's break down the North.
All right, the North.
North, baby.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The North.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Ravens Nation, stand
we
up.
had John Harbaugh on our show.
Come on, man. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Obviously, it's Baltimore.
Baltimore.
King Henry, Lamar Jackson. I mean,
come on, man. Zay Flowers, Ronnie Stanley. Come on, man. Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh, Ozzie Newsome, Ed Reed.
It's really a battle for second place.
Ray Lewis, man, Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going to tell you something. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Who is good enough in the AFC to unseat Kansas City? You just said it in your segment. Patrick Mahomes has been to the AFC Championship every year since he's been a starter. Okay, He's going into year 8. He started 7 years. He's 5-2. He's 5-2. Okay, who's good enough in the AFC to unseat him to go to the AFC Championship? Okay, to beat them in the AFC Championship and go to Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara Levi Stadium. And here's why Baltimore is good enough to do that. They can affect the quarterback. Okay, They can rush the passer. They can run the football and own the line of scrimmage. Okay.
Facts. Facts.
Okay. And because they've got two effective runs. Think about this right quick before we move on. There are two teams in the NFL that play at a high level and win football games that make a living with their quarterback having the ability to run and throw.
That
Throw
can
as
win.
well as they run. They but two
That can win.
and that win.
That win.
Who are they?
The Ravens
Yep.
and the Philadelphia Eagles, coach. Talking
Bingo.
about
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. No more calls. We have a winner. No question. Yeah. All right, Slim. But let me ask this before we get out of the North. Let me ask this right quick.
Second place.
Second best
Like
team.
it's a battle of second place, coach.
Okay, second best team.
It's the Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
How good does 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers make the Steelers?
You know what? That's crazy, coach. Because all the experience, all the accolades in the world is not gonna get the Pittsburgh Steelers, but to third place at best.
And so my question is if you Kevin Stefanski and you open up the season with Cincinnati at home, then you hit the road and play the Ravens in Baltimore, then you come home and play the Packers, then you hit the road and play Detroit, then you come home and play Minnesota, and then you hit the road and go to Pittsburgh. It's high probability that Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns ass could be looking 0-6 square in the face. Okay?
Over.
0-6. So just how long do you stick with 41-year-old Joe Flacco, especially after what you saw the other night with Shador? How long do you stick with Joe Flacco?
Coach, you know, in my head, you know, that I got that one song, that Temptation song in my head, just keep going. That Get Ready song. Because Shador Sanders finna get ready, baby.
Get ready.
Shador Sanders. Week 7, when they host the Miami Dolphins, that will be the start of Shador Sanders.
Okay. So Slim, let's do the AFC East right quick. Miami, New England, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills.
Okay. Even though they can't get past the Chiefs for Nathan, coach, the Bills still run the East.
Bills still run these. I think you're right. I think the Bills will still run the East. I think Miami is trending downward. You can't trust Miami. You cannot trust Miami.
We talked about it in our meetings when the snow falls. Oh, what was the rhyme?
When the leaves, here's the deal with Miami. When the leaves turn brown and the snow hit the ground, Miami gonna go to shit. I promise you. When the leaves turn brown and the snow
hits the ground,
Miami gonna kick it's warm in Miami. And in September, South Beach, all partner, Tyreek Hill, they run up and down the field. But when it get cold, you can't, because they're not physical. Slim, they're not physical. They're not right. Before we get out of that AFC East. AFC East, I'm very anxious to watch what Aaron Glenn does with Justin Fields. There's some things in place in New York, Slim. All right. They locked down Garrett Wilson, the wideout, to a contract. He can play. They locked down Sauce Gardner at corner. He can play. The big tackle Quinnen Williams from Alabama's a player. Brees Hall.
Dane Johnson is a player.
Brees Hall at running back. And Slim, here's the best part about the Jets. 2 young, athletic, first-round picks at tackle. The big tackle from Penn State, the kid with the African name from Penn State, and they took the big tackle from Missouri in this year's draft.
Olu Fashanu, coach.
Olu Fashanu. Then they took the kid from Missouri,
Amon Membo.
There you go. So I'm excited. And Aaron Glenn, Tomball, Texas. Wait a minute. Humble, Texas, and Texas A&M. I'm excited to see what Aaron Glenn does with the Jets, and I think they could sneak in.
Mason Taylor from LSU, the tight end coach. Yeah, they got some talent. They got some weapons.
All right.
Yeah, and then let's talk about the AFC South, coach. since you are in Houston, Texas,
Yeah, the
I'm gonna go
sorriest
ahead and represent the Texans as the winners coming out of the South.
that's the sorriest division in the AFC. It might be the sorriest division in the NFL. I think that D'Amico Ryans and C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, and Tennille Hunter coming off the edges. They can rush the passer. They got two double-digit sack guys coming off the edge. I like Houston to win that division. Let me ask you this: who's the second best team in that division?
I'm gonna go with the Colts, coach.
The Colts.
I'm gonna go with Anthony Richardson can play.
I'm
Jonathan
not
Taylor, Michael
okay.
Pittman, Josh Downs.
Okay, I had the Colts last. My thing is, I'm watching real close to see what Cam Ward does with Tennessee. He did not look good last night in that exhibition game. Okay, so because here's my thing: if you're right, and the Colts are the second best team, clearly Houston is the best team. So if the second best
Clearly.
team, if you're right, is the Colts, okay, what does that say for? What does that say about Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh,
Because
Sunshine took a day. It's over. A bus, coach. Bus.
see, this
Bus.
is my thing. I'm gonna keep the porch light on. Click. I cut the porch light. I'm gonna keep the porch light on for Trevor Lawrence, and here's why: he's on his third head coach. I thought Trevor Lawrence was a player coming out of Clemson. I really did. And the other thing is, let's say something. The ownership sent a message to Trevor Lawrence when they traded way up to take Travis Hunter. They gave him an
Mm-hmm.
explosive player.
They gave up 5 first-round picks, coach.
Man, come on now.
They gave up 5.
So
They gave
hey,
5
I'm,
first-round
I'm,
picks, coach.
but whoa, wow, man, geez, if you telling me that the Colts are the second best team, so you saying that? Do you think Jacksonville's better than Tennessee? You're not telling me that Jacksonville is the worst team in the South.
I'm telling you, it's a 2-way tie between Jacksonville and Tennessee, coach.
Well, okay, you took too long to answer. I'm gonna tell you what your old papa would say. Lukewarm will kill you. So
Lukewarm will kill you.
you
Yeah.
took too long about that one, bro. Hey, Slim, before we wrap this up, man, let's talk about, in my opinion, the most competitive division in the National Football League. And in I'm talking about
Yes.
NFC, AFC, North, South, East, and West. The AFC West.
AFC West.
Denver, Kansas City, Las Vegas, and the Chargers. I think it's the most competitive division. I'll tell you why. In the West, in Denver, Sean Payton won a Super Bowl
Oh yeah.
at New Orleans. Andy
Mm-hmm.
Reid took, when he was at Philly, took the Eagles to the NFC Championship 5 times. Went there once, went to the Super Bowl once, didn't win it, and now he comes to Kansas City and he's got 3 Lombardi trophies. Okay, 2 back-to-back. Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
you talked about Pete Carroll in your segment by the numbers. Pete Carroll
Yep.
Got a title, won a Lombardi trophy at Seattle, has 2 national championships as a head coach of Southern Cal Trojans, 2003, 2004. Then you take the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Harbaugh won a national championship at Michigan and played and coached in the Super Bowl when his brother, who was our guest John, beat him in the Super Bowl
Yep.
when Jacoby Jones went coast to coast. Rest in peace, Frat.
Yard. And he's still running, coach.
He over there. He's
He's
still
running
over
up
there
in heaven
running
now.
in New Orleans. Took it out the
Still,
back of
he's
the
running
end
up
zone
in heaven now, coach.
105 yards. Yeah. So I think that's the most competitive division. But so who wins it? Who wins that division?
Chiefs, coach.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I think so.
Chiefs, coach.
I think so. I
think I would say this though. I would say second place to be Chargers.
Second place be Chargers.
I say second place be the Chargers.
Well, okay, all right, okay. Justin Herbert ain't won.
Or do you not feel the same?
Here's what I think the Chargers, I think Jim Harbaugh is building that team in his image, and I like him taking Omarion Hampton. You talked about the running back from North Carolina, and when Omarion Hampton is tired, he on the bench. They got Najee Harris. They brought over from
Najee
Pittsburgh.
Harris.
They're building
Yep.
that. I'll tell you something that let you know it's Harbaughs, they get it. Them Harbaugh brothers, they get it. Because let me tell you something. I was talking to John right quick before we get out of here about the draft. And I was saying, asking John, this was 2 years back. I said, your brother at the Chargers got a chance to either take the second best wideout, because everybody knew Marvin Harrison Jr. was going to the Cardinals. So he can take the second
Cardinals.
best wideout, or he can take the best edge rusher. I said, what do you think he gonna do? And so Harb said, I think he gonna go edge. And I did too, because you build defense wins first in team sports. And then,
In any team sport, coach, bet on defense.
but here's my point, Slim. Jim flipped the script. Jim Harbaugh flipped the script and took Joe Alt, the best tackle. And thank God, because that boy Rashawn Slater just tore his patella. He's out for the season. So they had two, and so he played Joe Alt last year, his rookie year, at the right tackle spot, but he was a natural left tackle, first round pick out of Notre Dame, so he moved into the left side.
Yep.
But they could be the second best team. We'll see. Man, Slim, good to see you, man. Good to
I
see
can't
you.
say nothing but, man, come on, coach. It's always good to see you now. It's
Hey,
always good
man.
to see you. Always good to step in the booth.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Big shout out again,
Tell all my
Hawks.
love, all right?
I will, man. Give my best to your family, man, and tell all of them. Old Paw said, hey,
Yeah,
hey.
I will, man. Hey, thank you all to who tuned into this live stream, man. We got a couple of likes, we got a few views, man. We really appreciate this. Homespun Sports, look, we gonna come at y'all strong. We ain't gonna come at y'all long, no, man. Shout out again to Coach Harbaugh. Thank you so much for coming on back to the show. We really do appreciate you having you in the studio, and to all of our family and friends, man, watching this from worldwide. We thank y'all as well. All of our supporters, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Y'all hit the comments.
Please hit
Homespun
that.
Sports finna blow up, man. This season 7, y'all. The perfect number. The perfect number, man. This season 7, we coming back at y'all, dog.
Yeah,
It's gonna be beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Coach,
man.
I love you.
Love you, my brother. Love you. Mighty proud of you, Slim. Hell of a job today. Hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Like Slim said, we gonna come at you strong. We ain't gonna come at you long. And with that, we out of here. What he said. Bang, 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 bang.